Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Wednesday. Yesterday, we had highs ranging anywhere from upper 50s in Marysville and Concordia to upper 60s in Emporia. I think we'll be a little bit cooler today, especially along in south of I-70, just because of more cloud cover expected for today. There may be a few peaks of sun at times. Wouldn't be a bad idea to have the sunglasses just in case, but there's going to be quite a bit of more cloud cover for the rest of this work week until we get into some more sun over the weekend. Temperatures are going to continue to remain above average for this time of year. A little bit warmer tomorrow, though, even though the cloud cover will be sticking around. I do want to mention that we do have an isolated chance of rain tonight. I'm showing you two computer models, so just keep this in the back of your head for now. I'm showing some rain mainly south of I-70 tonight, and then dry for the majority of the day tomorrow. We might get some rain about an hour or two before sunset, especially south of I-70, and then pushing into northeast Kansas as we head into the overnight periods. Meanwhile, how much rain can we get? Well, through 4 p.m., not much. A little bit more further down to the south, but then it increases through about 11 o'clock of many spots getting at least a quarter-inch worth of rain. Obviously, some areas not quite to that extent just yet, but eventually it will. All right, here's computer model number 2 showing maybe a little bit more sun than what number 1 had, so keep an eye on that as well with the extent of cloud coverage for today. This model doesn't indicate much, if any, rain at all tonight. Yeah, we get a little bit tonight. It's not much, though. So, again, mainly south of I-70. And then once we get into tomorrow afternoon, not much as far as rain is concerned during the daytime hours, but then overspreading the rest of northeast Kansas overnight and continuing into the day on Friday, winding down by 6 p.m., just in time for any evening activities that you might have. However, if you're going to an evening activity, including football, it'll be wet. It will be wet. The fields will be wet. The stands will be wet. So bring something to wipe it down. You can see between our 4 computer models how much rain we could potentially get. We're looking at some meaningful rainfall for much of the area, getting at least a quarter-inch on almost all of our computer models on almost everywhere. So good news there. We desperately need it. We'll get a chance to dry out over the weekend before more rain returns to start the work week, the shortened work week, Thanksgiving week. And then we do usher in signs of some cooler air beginning Wednesday. And it's only going to get colder for Thanksgiving Day, both with the low and the high. In fact, we begin a stretch of unseasonably cool weather in the extended outlook for the 8 to 14 and 3 to 4 week outlook. We're still in the green, though, for both the 6 to 10 and 8 to 14 day outlook as well. So we're still looking at possibly more opportunities of precipitation. Now, we've been keeping an eye on this. It keeps going back and forth on whether we get snow on Thanksgiving Day or not. Not looking likely, according to the European model. Maybe a little bit in western Kansas, but not much. The GFS, nothing through Wednesday. So we're good for any traveling that you have to do around the immediate area. Still not bad through Friday. We'll continue to keep an eye on Saturday and Sunday to finish out the holiday weekend as you are traveling back home or you're sending relatives back out in northeast Kansas. So that'll be something we'll keep an eye on. But I can guarantee you we're back below the freezing mark next week. If not Wednesday morning, certainly by Thanksgiving morning, we're going to be in the 20s. And just a little bit of uncertainty on how cold it will get and when the colder air moves in. But at least for now, we have 2 storm systems to watch out for. Mainly Thursday night and Friday. Yeah, there's a slight chance tonight, but that's not much. And then another chance early next week. Doesn't look to be as heavy with the rainfall early next week, but that's all rain. All rain for these next 8 days with the precipitation in the forecast. Beyond that, maybe to finish out the holiday weekend, there's a chance Saturday or Sunday, but still a lot of uncertainty. So keep checking back in daily for updates. In the meantime, enjoy the milder weather that we'll have, and certainly make sure that you're prepared for the rain that we'll have to round out the work week.